Hello YouTube, this is the first video in our Canvas animation kind of basics and intermediate animation tutorial. Basically we're going to be going over some basics of Canvas animation, how to make a loop that will update your canvas every fraction of a second, and we're going to be doing some cool animations basically with a whole bunch of different things. So we'll jump right into it. In this video you're just going to be learning how to do the loop, and we'll move a shape across the screen. So start out with an HTML tag. Struggle in here. Okay. And we get our script tag, which is going to have our JavaScript and Canvas code, HTML5 code, whatever you want to call it. We have a body with a canvas inside of it, an ID canvas, a width 500, a height of 500. Okay. And we're going to have a function window.onload. Basically, you're going to need to have watched or know about the basics of Canvas and the basics of JavaScript. Probably some advanced JavaScript stuff later and some advanced Canvas stuff later. So we'll go var c, which is going to be our context variable, and canvas, which is going to be our canvas element variable. Canvas is going to be equal to document.get element by id canvas. Don't know why I keep capitalizing the s's. And then c is going to be canvas.get context 2d. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna start our function, which is going to be called init, or we can call it loop, I guess. So we need to make that function. Inside of that, we're going to use a set timeout, which you can learn about in my other JavaScript videos. That is not the right format. You have a function, and then a second millisecond value, and our frames per second variable is going to be 30. And we're going to say var I is equal to 0, and we're going to use that just as a basic animation variable. We're going to do we're going to say I++, and we're going to say that we have a ball c.begin path c.arc, and its x and y values are both going to be I. Its radius is going to be 20. We're going to have a fill style here. We got 0 to math.pi times 2, so we got a full circle, and we're going to say true. It doesn't really matter which way we go, counterclockwise or not. And we have c.close path and c.fill. And every time we're going to also want to do c.clearRect 0, 0 to 500, 500. And all these things are covered, what they do, in my Canvas Basics tutorial series. So basically what I'm doing here is incrementing I every fraction of a second, clearing out our canvas, and then we're going to draw a circle and then fill that canvas. Okay, so that's not working. We're going to try logging out I. I was only called once, obviously, because we didn't call the function within itself. The function was only run once. This way what we're doing is calling this function every 30th of a second. So what happens is it waits 30 seconds and then it calls itself, and then it waits 30 seconds and then it calls itself, and in the meantime it's doing all the stuff listed. So there we got a pretty smooth animation. We can modify the smoothness or speed. Basically, the more frames we add, the smoother it'll be and the faster it'll go. But the more computing power it will take, so I mean, you're using more power, but it's less smooth when you lower the FPS. Yeah, so that's it. In the next tutorial, we'll be doing some cool, just little tiny animation things. Just kind of getting our minds around some of the cool things we can do. We'll be doing that for a few videos in this series, but then we'll move on to some more advanced stuff. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.